truth among ourselves. We don't know how. This morning I was watching a video clip from Liberia where a senator was fighting, over a land. I don't know, some of you may have seen it, broad daylight, and they were fighting over land, physically fighting with one another. You don't find those things happen in a society, in a civilized society, because they have principles. The way they raise them with certain standards, certain principles. And because of that, they made laws that do not allow them. I'm not saying those things don't happen isolatedly. They do happen here and there, but you don't find them like it's a common thing, like a tradition, like in our own situations. All of these things most of them comes from the background of that person, from childhood to adulthood. And that's the reason I am so much concerned when it comes to solving our problems in Africa. It has to start from the home. How we raise our children, the next generation. If we don't learn these things right now and make changes, it's just like the people in America who made those changes. They did not make those changes because they were happy with them. They did not because they liked them. They made those changes because they wanted the next generation to do better than they have done. That is why they made those changes. And if we want to see the same result as these people are seeing, except we do the things that they did to become who they are today, we all cannot fit in America, but we can make our own America. Nobody can stop us from doing that. China was not like America. We all know that. South Korea was not like America. But they learn from those people, and today they are doing a whole lot better. China is even doing much better than America. It is just the willingness for you to change, to be transformed. If you don't believe in something, it will never work for you. It will never work for you. You cannot believe in mistreating your child, doing things to your children that will affect the way they think tomorrow, and you expect them to do well in life. I have always said to us that what makes a child do well, a human being do well in life, is not based on the food you feed them alone. Yes, the food you give to your child only help them to be alive. Yes, it helped them to be alive. It sustained their life. But it doesn't determine whether that child is going to prosper or not. The clothes you buy for a child does not determine their prosperity. Because all of those things, there will be a time when they will not fit them. It doesn't matter how expensive that clothes is. There will be a time when that clothes will never fit that child anymore. The food you fed your child with, that food will run out before the day ends. They'll be hungry again the next day. But what you put in the brain of your child determines the destiny of that child. Because your destiny is what happened to you in life. That is your destiny. And so God may have a plan for you. Like God has a plan for every human being, whether you're a Muslim or Christian. If you study the book, you will know that. He has a plan, and the plan of God for human beings has always been good, has always been good. It's just like you as a human being. The plan you have for your child will always be good, will always be great. But if you don't raise your child according to your plan, when that child grows up, they will never live up to your expectations. And so we encourage you to call the station today. Call and let us know. It is okay for you to disagree. It is okay for you to disagree with me and say, hey, I don't believe that if I don't beat my child will not make it. And give us a reason why you think that way. Because we are here, I'm not here to just impose something on you. I have explained to you the studies that have been done that prove the things I'm saying to you to be right. And I have practiced them myself. I have practiced them myself with my own child. And I see the result that I'm getting from him. I see how happy he is. I see him going out. I never have to worry about him fighting with anyone because his thinking is quite different from the way I used to think growing up, where I used to get into so many fights and all the rest of it. So I know it is true because it's a fact. So, call the station. Let us know if you believe that for your child to make it in life, you have to beat them up, you have to scream at them, you have to yell at them, you have to cuss them out, and you believe that is the way your child will ever make it in life. So call, let us know. The station is open, and these are the numbers you can call. Please pay attention, because today we want you to go, we encourage you to go to our website, because we want to launch our online television. I know you're watching me online right now, but we have a page that we're trying to promote, which is our TikTok page and our TV page, an online television page, which is the Good Citizen TV. So these are the numbers you can call. If you want to call the station directly, you can call the 088 088 610 7107. Let me call that again. 088 610 7107. The other number you can call is 088 624 7640. 088 624 7640. That is the direct number you can call for Liberia. The station number you can call directly, and we will pick up your call. For WhatsApp, I really want you to pay attention to this, because there is going to be a raffle. There is going to be a raffle for the people who will send us the information. Now, you must go, listen to this, you must go to the Good Citizen TV page. It is the Good Citizen TV. You're going to look for the logo and follow us. After you follow us, you will qualify. Yes, you will qualify for the raffle. So all the people who go there, and you have to take a screenshot of you following us on Facebook and TikTok and send it to this number on WhatsApp. You can send it to this number, or maybe text it to me on Messenger. So the number you're going to use to text it to me is 088 729 0656. Okay, listen to the number again. 088 729 0656. I'm going to say it one more time. 088 729 0656. This is how the page looks like. I'm going to show you the page for those of you on Facebook. So this is how the page looks like. You are going to look for the Good Citizen. The TH is TH, the Good Citizen. Good Citizen, the Good Citizen TV. And this is how it's going to look like. You're going to see a Liberian flag, a Sierra Leonean flag. Then you will see the logo on it. Once you see that logo, that is the page that you want to follow. So do that. As you call, then you will be qualified for the raffle. We will soon announce the prize that you stand to win if you go there and follow us. But you have to follow us before you qualify for the raffle. Okay, over to you, Alex.
All right. You can put in your call right now. You can call on WhatsApp +231 It is 729-0656. Again, if you are in the US, you can call this number 609-8360-16. 609-8360-16. You can call the WhatsApp number +231 887-29-0656. Call and I hear from you. Also, you can go on the website. You can follow the page on TikTok. It's Good Citizen. If you go, you hit the plus sign, you leave your comment for us to know that you're following. Please go on the Facebook. You say you're live on Facebook. Go on Facebook right now. Go and follow and leave your comment. That is it. And you share. The more you share, the more people follow. So please do that fast. The 26 in the corner. +231 887-29-0656. Call on WhatsApp. Let me hear from you. It is 729-0656. Let's go. The other guy say I go on TikTok right now to go follow.
That's what we want. That's what we want. Yes, we want people to follow us on TikTok. We want people to follow us on Facebook, because we have to hit a certain number of people.
And Pastor Ahmed, are you live on Facebook?
Yes, I'm live on Facebook. Yes, I'm live on Facebook.
Yeah, someone just tells me that they are you, and they don't see you live on Facebook. That's why.
Let me find out what's going on there. We have to fix this. But I know I'm live because I'm broadcasting live on Facebook. Just look for the Good Citizen. Look for the Good Citizen.
The one he sent me the logo, you had a LeBron flair, a Serena flair.
Okay. Yes, on that page.
Yes.
On that page, you will not see me live. You just have to follow it. You're not going to see me live. You just have to follow the page. That's what we want. There are other pages.
It's only there are. Yes. Is there are?
Is there? You say I?
Yeah. The only thing they say the person you are is not follow. Yes. They say the person you are.
Okay, well,
no follow there.
Yes, you can add. You can add us as a friend because you have to accept us. You have to be friends with us then before you follow us. So send a friendly request. Yeah, send a friendly request. After you get the request, I will accept it because I'm watching at the page right now. I will accept it.
Yeah. He just tells me just now.
Okay. Yeah, just accept it. Accept it, then you are good to go. Because I'm
all right. Now you can put in your call right now. Yeah, you can put in your call right now. 887-29-0656. What I do, my people, there's your chance. The 26 in the corner. Don't say I don't tell you. The 26 in the corner. If you follow, when you are, you confirm, then you qualify to follow the page.
I see.
You only go and
Amos.
Yes.
Amos
one
Coach.
Amos.
Yes, I just accepted you. Okay, I just accepted you, Amos. I see you. So that's good. You've entered the raffle. So just go back and follow us. You can go and follow the Good Citizen TV. Then you will qualify for the raffle.
Then he said the TikTok. TikTok page.
Okay, the TikTok page is also the Good Citizen. Let me set that up because I'm not live on TikTok yet, but let me do that right now.
Yes.
Yes, let me go live on TikTok. But still, we expect people to call. As much as we're trying to promote the Facebook page and TikTok page today, but we want people to call so that we can talk about um, this particular topic because it's very important to me, and I believe it should be to all of us, because that will bring a generational change. It will bring a generational change for us. If we do that, we will not be fighting. Yes, we will not be fighting each other. We will not be, we will reduce the amount of, I'm not saying people will never fight, but we will be able to raise a generation that respects people, a generation that may not be cursing people out in the street. If you go on Facebook right now, you see you when you open a Chinese TikTok page, you see the Chinese people promoting. They promote things, that benefits them. They sell products. You see the things they are making. Young people, the innovation. That's what you see mostly on TikTok, on Chinese TikTok pages. But when you open Liberia, Sierra Leonean page, either they are talking about sex, they're cursing each other, they are doing things that nobody will want to come to see us. Because if you go on Facebook, the only thing you portray is about sex, you are going to attract people who will come to your country to abuse people. We've already seen what happened the past years in Liberia. How these tourists who come there, some of them are pedophile. They come there to abuse young children that they cannot dare do in their country. Some of these people, some of them are criminals in their country, but they come there just because you see their skin, you say, oh, it's a white man, then you just go with them. It because of what you're advertising. The reason a lot of people are going to China, it because when you go on Chinese website, you will see the innovation. You see the things they make. And that prompts you. So when you don't just go to China and say, "Oh, I just want to go there because I see a naked Chinese girl." When you go there to spend your money. So who has the money? China will have the money because of what they're advertising. Because sex is everywhere. Chinese people they do have sex. I don't have to tell you because they're more plenty than anybody else in the world. You know, so we need to raise a generation that values themselves, a generation that will love each other rather than fighting each other, cursing each other, insulting each other. We can do that. It's the same thing these people did. You don't hear Japanese people fighting. Recently I have been studying the Japanese culture. Why Japan is one of the most peaceful nations on earth. You never heard Japanese fighting each other. You never heard them having, even with their political thing that you hear, oh, there is a fight, there is a war going on among Japanese over politics. And one of the unique things about them is that when a child is young, when the children are young, like when kindergarten, they go there, they don't teach them about ABC. They don't teach them about ABC, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. That's not what they teach them. They teach them about love. Okay? They teach them about love. They teach them how to help one another. They teach them how to respect one another. Until they get to the age, I think the age of 5, 6 years, that is the time they start teaching them about like 1, 2, 3, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. But at the younger age, they teach them how to just love one another, how to respect one another. And so because of that, in Japan, you could barely hear like accidents, a car running over a child. All the child has to do is, no matter how young that child is, all the child has to do is just to raise their hand up, and no matter how what speed that car is coming with, the car will stop because they have respect for them. You know. So these are all things that we have seen other nations have done, and it is working for them. And I do believe that if we do the same thing just like what they did, we also will get the same result, just like the results they have. You know, we okay, I see a text message here. Okay, go ahead. Someone's calling.
Yes, it's on a local line.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello? Hello? This person now, all right. Hello?
Yeah, hello,
Yes.
This is Brown Captain.
Brown wedding.
Captain, yeah, what you want?
Oh,
Yeah. I think you myself home.
you have you have to push. You do what?
I think I was home last Saturday or
Yes.
yeah, okay. I think it to Pastor Captain. You getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, I hope you getting me too. You know, I think it to
Yeah, he getting. And let me tell you, if you have Android phone right now, go and follow the Facebook page and the TikTok page. We have price waiting for you there.
No, I don't have Android phone.
You on your own.
Okay.
No,
You're getting me right?
no, go ahead. I'm getting you. Go ahead.
No, I'm on need to. I'm on.
Yeah, he getting you.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm hearing you.
Yes. So let me thank you for the comment he just made concerning the food relationship and the children and comparing children in the West and our society, especially with our culture and other things, teaching children, giving them corporal punishment, whether you can get better out of them compared to other children in the West that people treat them with kindness and other things to bring good attitude in them. And you know, it was interesting you that there was a man who spoke the other day. He said the children in the West, there's something lost in the house, or maybe something spoiled in the house. And you ask them who spoiled it. If they're the one, they will tell you, yes, Daddy, I'm the one. Or Mommy, I'm the one. But when you ask the teacher, they will say no. And they ask what is the wrong? So I told them because of the 17 hour, I told them they go. Because the corporal punishment and the child feel that when he says yes, he will be giving home punishment, he will say no. You know, because when he says yes, he will beat him. But because the children in the United States or other children in the West, when they say yes, they say that either you counsel them or you talk to them not to do. You know, those kind of things. And so these are some of the things you are talking about. We have to continue talking to our people, especially when you say we thank me so much that even you can buy the sample, give them food, buy the guy, other things, if that is still something better than something, and you think that will share with that child forever, even after you are gone, that child can be independent, you know, raise one family or family so that the society can continue, so that our family life can continue. But when you don't do that, and we don't see that, giving child, you know, everybody in the body, who grows at the end of the day, when you are born and you don't want to see how best to create ideas that will then either you want a family live, it means you shut in the family life. So I think I'm reaching with you and I want to thank you so much. I'm sorry.
And please look for Android phone to follow the page.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes.
Get it somewhere about 88729 I'm wondering, so I will be watching too.
Yes, the page is Good Citizen TV.
Yes, Good Citizen TV.
Yes.
I got it. The WhatsApp
You can also take your daughter phone to and do the follow.
That's the one you do?
I say take your daughter phone and do the and follow the page.
I will do that. I think I will talk to my daughter too.
Yes.
I'll give her everything that she will follow.
Oh, we'll have price there. So do it. The Tony say in the corner.
No, I will tell them.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thanks for your point.
Thank you so much.
086 107 107 0770 107 107. Go on the Facebook page right now and follow. Call on WhatsApp 887 29 06 56. If you are in the US, no need you going through WhatsApp. Just call your number direct 609 836 0916. If you are listening online, you can call the WhatsApp number 887 It is 729 06 56. Yes.
Yeah, so call, please call. Let us know what you think. And I really appreciate the last caller, the comments he made. You know, this thing is what I'm saying. You know, I understand. Like, you know, it's not like I want the people who are listening to me to know that I'm not saying this just because I'm in America. Um, Even with my nieces, I have nieces and nephews in Africa that I'm dealing with. And we have a very good relationship. I have a very good relationship with them. It's not because I'm in America. I'm not the only one from my family who is abroad. But we get along with them. I get along with them. They respect me. They listen to me. Not because I'm giving them money or I'm helping them, but because of the way I have respect for them. You know, I have respect for them, and because of that, they find joy talking to me. They are not afraid of me. I call them. Sometimes we play, we joke around, we laugh. Um, you know, we laugh, and I get to talk to them about their future. I don't yell at them, even when they make mistakes. I am always ready to help them do better. And I know sometimes people get frustrated. You know, things are hard. You know, you're trying to make ends meet. At the same time, you have to raise your child. Raising a child is not an easy thing. It's something that is very tough, but it is also a blessed thing that if only you pay attention to it and you do it right, you will benefit. You benefit from it. And because you have to understand that you're not raising a child for yourself. You want to raise the child for themselves. You raise the child for themselves. And because you're raising them for themselves, most of the things they do wrong should not bother you to the point where you ended up destroying the very child that you want
Eh,
to see do well in life. You
Pastor
know.
Ahmed,
Yes.
we have someone on the line.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello? No, run no more. You're not woman no more. I really run no more.
Okay.
Go ahead.
it, it's okay. It's okay. Um, you know, just like what I'm saying to people that I do understand sometimes it gets frustrating. Myself talking to you here, I did not get to this place overnight. And I just want to encourage you. I didn't get to this place overnight. It took me a very long time to believe in this. When I first came here, I still have that brain, that African brain. And I remember when my son was born here, the one in Africa and the one here, until I was able to start believing why things are working for these people, I wasn't able to see, to really experience the love that I have for my son, you know. And I could see, even with my son, how happy he is around me. You know, my son and I, we argue, we go through things because we have healthy arguments. Because I want my son to be an outspoken person. I don't want to have a child who can't speak for himself because I will not be there for himself. I will not be there for him everywhere he goes. So I have to be able to test him if he knows how to make a good argument, a wise argument. So sometimes I tease him, a healthy teasing where I just want to hear him talk, where I want to hear him speak. Sometimes I will bring a topic that is contentious, not because I want to offend him, but I encourage him, you know, to just have a debate with me, to see how smart he is. And because of that, we have a very good relationship. It doesn't mean that, you know, he is perfect. I'm not speaking of a perfect child, but I'm speaking of a child who is not perfect, but a child that we have a good relationship where him and I are growing together. One of the problems that we're suffering from in Africa, you know, African parents don't grow with their children. They don't grow with their children. When God bless an African parent with a child, they always see that human being as a child. regardless what their age is, regardless what their brain is telling that child. So you will see in Africa a grown-up man, a 30-year-old man, a 40-year-old man will still sit in front of their parents, and their parents will insult them and talk down on them. I have, I've seen situations where parents will come to a house, the kingdom of another man, and insult them in front of their children, in front of their wives, just because you are the father of that man. And the reason being that because that father has never grew. He didn't grow up. He didn't grow up with his child. And for you as a parent, you should always grow with your child. You have to see your child just like when you send them to school. When you send your child to school, you send them from kindergarten, they go to first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. You don't teach your child, you don't expect your child who is in fourth grade to be doing an English problem that is a first grade problem. If your child cannot even pass to get to a next level, you will not be happy. You as a parent, you will not be happy because you want to see your child graduate from high school. And it's the same thing, the way you raise your child, the way you talk to your child. When your child is in kindergarten, you talk to them like a kindergartner, And when your child gets to first grade, you speak to them as a first grader. When they get to second grade, you speak to them as a second grader. And as they grow maturely, you also mature along with them. But if you just keep seeing them as a child, and you believe that because you are their parent, they are never grown before you, then how do you expect that child? How do you expect that child to? How do you expect that child to ever become the person you even want them to come? To become. Sorry, I'm just getting message from my TikTok. That's why I'm looking on the side here. But my encouragement to you, I know it is very difficult. Believe me, I understand that. I grew up in Africa, and I know what my mother and my father went through, just raising me. And because myself growing up, I have my own mind. I was thinking, I had a positive thinking, and I was always clashing with my brothers and sisters because of the way I think. My thinking is always outside of the box. I don't go into the traditional thing, those kind of things. So I'm always being looked at as someone who is rebellious. But I was never rebellious. I just had my own opinion. Growing up as a child, I had my own opinion, and my opinions were very strong. Not because they were wrong, but just because I was a child. There are many things I have said in my family, even though I am the fifth one in my family, but they never believed them by the time I was saying them because they were looking at me that I'm a child. Until later on, when they come to pass, and people say, "Oh, he was saying it," but at that time they already beat me up for saying the truth. That ended up becoming, a reality. Somebody's on the line.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Alex?
Yes.
Yes, so while Pastor Ahmed was just talking, I just want to give a short example.
Yes, go ahead.
My nephew is a quite a little young man, and we always say Hitler was according to the teacher. So we were sitting down by the radio, and the radio was saying something. So when they were talking, they are saying, Abraham, are you listening to the radio? He said, yes. So I think when you're getting what the radio saying, he said, yes, I'm getting what it's saying, but I'm not understanding what it really saying. So then it reminds me that the child, when you talk to the child, and the child is trying to wrap up, being educated to the understanding, not to the hearing, but to the understanding, I think they have a way to distinguish. Because to hear and to understand are two different things. So then I try to agree with the teacher there that this is picking up. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. You're welcome there. You're welcome. And he's so right. And if you are a teacher, you're listening to us, I really want you to try it. Stop beating up your student. Your cane will never teach a child. And I do understand that Teaching is one of the most difficult things you can do in life. I do believe that if you teach the rest of your life, I believe that God will reward you because you are a generational changer. That's how much I have respect for teachers. A teacher who actually teaches a child, for that child to become someone in life. Because every doctor you see in life today, every lawyer, a president, they all pass through a teacher. That's why I have so much respect for teachers. I do believe that teachers is one profession that they will never be able to pay them enough. They will never be able, no matter how much you pay a teacher, it will never be enough for what they are doing for a nation. I am one person who believes that teachers are supposed to have more money than a lot of people who are working in government. I do believe that, because of the true work they're doing. But you as a teacher, your goal should not be for money. I say this to people. There are certain jobs that you should never do for money. Being a pastor is one of them. You should never be a pastor for money. You should never be a teacher because of money. Because you are a generational builder. Yes, you are someone who builds generation. You are someone who shape the next generation. You are someone who can shape the next generation, depending on how you portray your calling. I see teaching is a calling. Being a pastor is also a calling. Jesus was a teacher. Jesus was a teacher. Jesus was not a preacher. Jesus was not a pastor. He was a teacher. And that's the reason he made impact in the world. And it's the same thing as a teacher. If you are a teacher, I know you were raised that way, that because they beat you, that's why you're smart. But I can guarantee you, the reason you're angry, the reason maybe you don't even have a good relationship with your wife or even your children, it's because of the way they treated you growing up. I want to encourage you. To start loving your student. I'm not saying sleeping with them all, because some of us in Africa, when they say loving, is to sleep with somebody. That's not what I meant. I want to encourage you to start loving your student. Loving your students in a way of you understanding them. Think of this child. Maybe this child came from home. They did not even have breakfast. That child did not have breakfast. Maybe that child has walked 24/7 around the clock. They have to fetch water. They have to do this. They have to do that. And they don't even have the time to study. Then the next day, they have to come to school. Maybe they came to school, they couldn't do their homework. If you beat them, you're not helping them. You're just adding to whatever trouble they are suffering from home. But if you find out that child did not do their homework, you as a teacher, the first thing you want to do, try to understand what that child is going through at home. Because I've been through that. I've been through the same thing. Understand what that child is going through at home. And if you find out that, because one of the things that will bring a child to even want to be in school is the way you, the teacher, will treat that child. If you are a teacher who encourages a student, believe me, that child will always want to be in your classroom. And that child will always strive to do well in your classroom by you just praising them. And so try to understand what that child is going through in their houses, and see what encouragement you can give to that child. If that child did not do their homework, you can encourage them. You can talk to them and say, hey, listen, I really want you to do well. I will not give you free grades, but I will give you the opportunity to just study. If you know the child, maybe if the child goes home, they will not study. You as a teacher, you can encourage that child, okay, after school, you can stay here and do your homework. Because, even my son, sometimes, because when he comes home, he likes to sleep. And when he comes home from school. And because he also know that the rules we set in the house is that he has to do his homework. As soon as he comes from school, he has to do his homework before he goes to bed or he does anything else. So because of that, he will always stay at school and do his homework. When he's done with his homework, when he comes home, he doesn't have to worry. As soon as he comes home, he go to bed and sleep. And nobody bothers him. Even if we have something for him to do, we don't bother him. He will sleep. When he wakes up, he do what he got to do, and we are fine in the house. So you, the teacher, can also help that child who could be going through some difficulties in school, in the house, that may not have the chance to study. Because your goal as a teacher, what makes you a great teacher is the kind of students you produce. Is the kind of students you produce. That's what makes you a good teacher. What makes a school a great school is the amount of students who graduated from that school and became somebody, be able to help society. So your goal, if you're looking for the money, you will never be able to help a student do well in life. Being a teacher is a complete sacrifice. There is no sacrifice that is more greater, that is among the greatest ones, like being a teacher. And if you've made up your mind to teach, do it with compassion. Do it with encouragement. Leave that cane at home, okay? Leave that cane at home, and just try to encourage those children. And you will come back, and I want you to come on this line and tell me. I'm giving you like 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks. Just try it for 2 weeks and see what results you get out of it. Because you, as the teacher, you are responsible to help that child do well. You are responsible to help that child do well. And it doesn't matter what is going on in that child's life, you can make a difference in their lives. I gave you a story here before about a child I met. The mother was beating her up for her to learn something. And I took that child. Within less than an hour or two, the child was able to understand what the mother was beating her to understand. And to this day, that child is doing well in school because nobody was beating him up. Okay, I see somebody here. Okay, all right. This guy is fighting this thing, man. He has just sent me that is Amos, right? This is Amos. I believe that's Amos, yes. Amos is trying
Yes,
to
the name
win.
is Amos.
Yes, Amos is trying to win this money for, is it for the 25th or the 29th, right? What is the holiday that is coming?
The 26th.
The 26th. You see that? The 26th. So
Yeah.
Amos stand to win this money. Amos stand to win this money because he's the only one on this raffle so far. Amos is the only one on this raffle so far. So Amos is the only candidate right now. And if you want to be part of this raffle, you must participate. You must participate. You must participate. You must go to our Good Citizen website, okay, the Good Citizen page. Go on Facebook on the Good Citizen page and go on TikTok on our Good Citizen page. You follow us. You have to follow us and take a screenshot of the page and send it to us like Amos just did. He posted it on my WhatsApp page here. So the WhatsApp number you can post it on is this one. I'm going to post it again on the screen for you to see it. All right. So you can post it on this WhatsApp number for you to qualify for the raffle. So the WhatsApp number you're going to use is 088 729 0656 088 729 0656. You can also call this number if you want to speak to us on the radio station. You can call us on WhatsApp on this number. And if you are in the United States, then you want to participate, you can call the 601 number 836-0916. That is for the United States. I have with me here Sister Judges. I'm just seeing you now. I have Sister Judges with me. I'm not sure whether Sister Judges want to contribute on something or so, but if you would like to contribute, please feel free. You can just say something, then I know you're ready, and you will contribute over this topic because I know this is also your heart when it comes to building the next generation. We have to build the next generation from ground up. We have to do it from
Pastor, but
ground
they
up.
coming in a little late today.
You coming in late?
I'll just listen. I really
Yeah,
Don't
well,
have much
we're still
anything
speaking
to
on
say
child
today.
abuse. We're talking
Hopefully,
about
I'll be
child
able to come
abuse.
in next week.
Okay. All right. Yes. But
Did
yes,
you
so
hear
thank
me?
you. But if you want to say
Did
anything
you hear me?
anytime, let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sister Judges? Uh-oh.
Now I cannot hear you, Pastor.
Oh Lord, my I don't know why my microphone is always mute on face on. Okay, can you hear me now? I know you should.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. You want to say something, dear?
Not today, Pastor.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah, I just listened to the conversation. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Yes.
And
Yes.
if we're going to discuss the same topic next week, I'll be more informed and have better,
Be-
things to
because
contribute.
of you, we'll bring it up again next week. Because
Okay.
this is something that I know. If we change this, we will have a better generation. If we
Yes.
believe in this, we'll have a better generation because it is really embarrassing. It is really embarrassing the way we behave online. It's really, really embarrassing. You don't see us posting something that the other people can see us to be serious people. Most of the things we are gravitated towards are confusion, just negative things. It's hard for you to see majority of the things we do on social media being encouraging for people to want to visit us, serious people to want to visit us. You know, and we are very intelligent. We're very, very intelligent people. We are. But one of the things that I know it's not like I'm suspecting. It's something that I know that our tradition is affecting us. Our culture is affecting us.
Very much.
Yes, because culture, people don't know this. When they say culture, culture is not the clothes you put on. That's not culture. That is not, culture has to do with your brain, how developed your mind is. And if we have a culture which we practice, because a culture is based on what we're practicing, as long as we keep practicing the same thing, we will never be able to become what other people have become. And that starts by nurturing our children, our minds. Renew your mind so that you will get something new. And so please, you can call the station. Don't forget, we still have a few more minutes to work
All
on.
right.
Yes, call the station and let us know what you think about abusing children, beating up a child, yelling at your child. And if you're struggling with your child, you can call. Some of you may have children who you say they are hard-headed. We might be able to give you some advices or encouragement how you can deal with that child. And maybe you can also bring the child for us to know. I don't mind you calling me. You already have this number. You can call me. I love talking to children. People who have encountered me, they know that. If you have a child who is giving you a hard time, you can always call me. If you call that number and you want me to talk to that child, I will talk to your child for you. I will find a way how I can
Yes.
bring a common understanding between you and the child. You have a caller?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello. Naba, where are you calling from? Yes, go ahead, David.
Volume.
Y- Yeah, you have to push screen your voice. Mm-hmm.
Africa here, one thing I find difficult is the regulation of rules. Parents and mothers are not following rules. Sometimes you follow rules to hold for a child, the man will say, all of the government in the board in the kid. But I will say, if the child not to get not to that, right? And the mother will have a food and get a child. Sometimes the father will say, all of my child. And another thing is,
Uh-huh.
that staying together. Today, the man and the father together, born a child of all children. All is separate. And the man will take two or the father will take this. And children will get them broken their food. You will have so many ideas
Hmm. Do you have on your phone? Yeah. You miss it. Oh. You thought you had on your phone right now. Huh? Yeah, you can take that phone, go on Facebook, just search for Good Citizen TV, and go, yeah, and go on TikTok. When you go there, you search, you just when you are, they will not just say follow. When you are, the person will confirm it. You leave your comment. Then you go on TikTok, you do the same. Yeah, we got prize waiting for you there. So invite people to go on Facebook too. All right.
Can you? I wasn't getting him too clear. What was he saying? If you don't mind.
He said he and his wife, they had a separation, and the wife took all the children with her. He tried to go to the court, but people advised him to don't go.
Okay. Well, you know.
Yes. So So when everything that happened, like the child is not disciplined, who will you blame?
Well, this is what I want to encourage him on, right? Because I see people do this a lot, where people get married and things don't work for them, and because things did not work for them, they use the children as weapons. They use the children as weapon against them. Now you have to pay attention to this. You cannot use your child as a weapon. That man may not get along with you, but it doesn't mean that man don't love their children. It doesn't mean that. Maybe the man or the woman may not like your attitude. Because of that, you guys may not get along. But that has nothing to do with the relationship you have with your children. Now, what I would advise this man to do is to build a relationship between him and his children. Okay, because you can still love your children. You can still take care of them. You can still help them. Because even though they are with the mother, they still have to wear clothes. They will still eat food, right? They will still have to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they will still have to go to school. So continue to play your own role. Play your own role. Visit your children. They don't have to live with you if the mother has the right to. I don't know the circumstances that led that to happen, for the woman to take the children with her. I don't know the legal part of it, but I can only speak on your own role as a father. I know it will be difficult for you to be able to do the things you may want to do with them because they are not with you physically. But if you can reach out to your children, for example, my late son in Africa, I was never with him physically when he was growing up, but I was always present in his life. I was always present in his life, where him and I talk for the rest of his life until I finally met him, because when they had him, I was already in America here, until I met him. Even when we met, it was not a strange thing between him and I, even though that was the first time him and I physically touched each other, met. But because of the relationship we had, the way I talk to him, I, advise him. That's why I tell people the most important thing you can do for a child is the way you talk to a child and what you say to the child. How you say what you're saying to the child is more important. Never get angry and talk to your child. Try talking to your child. Even if your child has done something bad, always wait. When you are calm, then you talk to your child. If your child is angry at you, don't tell them to shut up. It is always important for you to hear what your child has to say. You may not like what your child is saying to you, but if you listen to what they have to say, it may not make sense, but it will help you to help that child do better in life. And so, even though those children are not with you, you don't stop being a father. You do not stop being a father. Wherever those children are, find them. Find them, sit with them. Don't try to bring their mother's issue with them. Separate your issue with the mother from them. Don't go to them and start saying bad things about their mother or blaming their mother for something. You focus on your own relationship with your children. Whatever happened between you and the mother, deal with it. But do not, okay, because of time, we're going to stop here today. So, Amos is, because he's the only one, let me make sure, first of all, nobody else has come in as, nobody has sent us a request so far as I can see. I just want you guys to know that Amos is the only one who has sent us a request, and he's the only one whose request I have accepted on Facebook. And so because of that, Amos is going to be the winner, because there's no one to raffle with him. So Amos is going to be the winner of this prize today, which is, Alex, what is the money again?
Is $4,560.
Okay, $4,560. That is your prize, Amos. That is your prize. So you want to send us you're gonna text your number, your mobile number, to the WhatsApp number. Okay, the WhatsApp number where you sent your where you send the screenshot. That's where you want to send the number. So your winning prize is 4,000 again. 4,000 what?
$560 Liberian dollars, which is $25.
$25 yes. So that's your prize for today, because you followed us on Facebook. And so don't forget, follow us on TikTok also. It's the same page. It's a Good Citizen. As you can see it, look for the logo and look for that, and you will be just fine. But we want to thank you for being with us today, and we hope to see you again next week by God's grace. We will continue with the same topic. That's gonna be the last time we talk about it. Not the last time, but we're gonna move on to another topic after next week. But we want you, if you're a teacher, we want to hear from you. Any teacher, all the teachers who will call next week will also enter their own raffle. We'll have a special raffle just for teachers. So if you're a teacher, call next week, and for you to enter the raffle, tell us what you think about what we're saying. If it's helpful to you, then you also enter a raffle, okay? But we want to thank you for listening. Until then, I am your good citizen, Ahmed Kamara, and don't forget to always try to be the best you can for Liberia, because we can only do better together. God bless all of you. See you next week, and thank you very much, Alex, and to all the people who call and the listeners.
Thank you, Pastor.
You're welcome, mommy. You're welcome.
All right. This is Hard FM 107.9 time check in studio, exact 5.
All right. Well, I'm going to focus on TikTok, because I don't know, for some reason, there is something going on TikTok with me. I'm not sure what it is. TikTok keeps sending me a message, which I do not. Let me see if I can just. If you are following us on TikTok and you're having any issue, please send me a text, so that I will know. So we're talking about the lasting effect. Okay, it's saying here. Let me see here. This behavior. Okay. All right. I don't know what this is for, but let me see here. All right. Saying okay. I'm not off screen actually. Yes, I'm interacting with people. Okay, maybe because I'm not sending you guys hi, that's why. Okay, let me try that. Let me just send hi to you guys. TikTok is telling me that I'm not interacting with you guys. Um, so let me just interact here and just say hi to you guys, to someone. And if you would like to be a guest in our show, you can do so. Don't worry, I'm kind of new on TikTok, so I'm a Facebook person. So I'm kind of new on TikTok. I see people saying hi to me, and I'm trying to find out how to say hi. Okay, I'm just gonna say hi to everybody. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so bear with me. All right, I think that's it. All right, I just try. Okay, so now they know I'm interacting with you guys. Yes, if you have any comment, you have anything to say, please help us. Wherever you're watching from, help us know. I see a couple of people here. Sorry, my glasses will not allow me to go as far as I want to see you guys. Okay, I'm seeing here. Who's this? Let me see. Yeah, so bear with me. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try and get a screen in front of me so I'll be able to see those who are following us and the comments you're also making. But so far, if you would like to participate on our TikTok conversation, you can do so. And we'll be glad to hear from you as we go along. Let me see here. Yeah, so please, if there is anything going wrong on TikTok, let me know so that we can fix it. You can write a comment about what you think I should improve on. So I will look into it. I'm just one man here. I'm trying to get the message across, but at the same time, I need to promote the page so that more people will come in and hear the message that we have. Yes, so please send your comment. Send your comment if you're watching. Yes, I'm seeing here. Who's this? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm not able to. I'm gonna try next week. I'm gonna try to get something for me here that I'll be able to respond to your your comment and all the rest of it, because I really want to interact with you guys on TikTok and also on Facebook. But please share this live, and also encourage other people to follow us. We will soon launch our organization here because we have a plan to have like community centers in Liberia, just to help young people and families, so that young people will have places where they can come and be able to play games, or use computers. Just like a recreational place where they can come in after school to do different things, use computers, use this, learn how to use computer and stuff like that. So that's the project that we want to embark on. So we're going to need help from anyone who can help us with something. If you have a free land, you want us to build something upon it, let us know. We can come there, and as this is not an NGO, this is something that we the Liberians can do, so that we will have community libraries or community centers where young people can come in and just be themselves. So please support this goal. Like us on Facebook, on TikTok, follow us on Facebook also. Be friends with us. As you can see, this is our page. This is our Facebook page. This is how it looks like. So please, follow us, like us, and support any cause that you will ever see there. For any projects we want to do or we want to have done, we will post it there, and you will be able to follow us, engage in it every step of the way. So we're all going to do it together as a people. But this is our Facebook page. This is how it looks like. You can see the Liberian page here. You see the Liberian flag. I can't see my mouse. Okay, the Liberian flag. You see it. You see the Sierra Leonean flag, and you see the Good Citizen. See the Good Citizen show. So that's how you reach out to us. Okay. So please, 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 we want to appreciate, is it Amos or so, for being the only candidate today for this raffle. So share the news, share the good news, so that others can follow us as we go along this one. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following us. We're looking forward to seeing you next week. Until then, I am your host, Ahmed Kamara, the Good Citizen. You take it easy. God bless you, and happy 4th of July to us in the United States. We hope you have fun, and we hope you keep yourself safe. It is too hot out there. Please take your time. Don't go out if you don't have to do so, because it is not easy here with the heat. But thank you very much, and we see you next week.